Ended up getting into dental field. I hated it.
Because you were in the dental field for how long?
Honestly, it took me like 3-4 years before I finally like took the initiative. Like, I'm not even kidding. It took a toll on like my mental health. I was like down bad.
Because I'm sure you're making good money.
I was making really good money. Yeah.
Perfect. All right, guys. Welcome back to the Built for More podcast. I am here with my guest, Freddy. So this is episode 5, I believe. And if you guys have been rocking with us, I really appreciate it just because it took me a while to actually do this fucking thing. Like, I've been in and out with it. Wasn't sure what I wanted to do, if I wanted to keep it just barber niche or if I wanted to take it further than just barbering. Because, I mean, I'm sure you could agree, like, barbering isn't just barbering nowadays. It's a mindset. It's a whole, like, entrepreneurship. Like, there's a lot of things that happen for me because of barbering. So that's why, like, I'm calling it Built for More, because I definitely believe we are all built for more. So welcome, guys. I am your host, Paco. Ready? Take it away.
What's up? It's Freddy. You can find me on Instagram, Calavera Cuts. No, yeah, I feel like you're right about that too. I feel like it's progressed to more of a lifestyle. You know, it's like it's not just like putting in all that hours and getting nothing back. It's like now it's like, no, dude, you're doing this. You can have more free time.
Oh yeah, 100%. And it's crazy because I literally just got done telling you this. Like, just the sole fact that I was able to come this far in my career, I'm able to open doors not just for myself but for other people. And this is what I plan to do with the podcast. I want people to like know more about their hairstylist in that sense, right? Like, I'm sure there's more to you than just cutting hair. You know. So like, what is one thing that you would like want your clients to know about you that you don't really show on social media?
I feel like I do keep it quiet, but I feel like I'm very artistic. That's what drew me to this, you know. This is just like another fucking medium to like for me to express myself and stuff.
Right.
And I feel like it's like how you said, I feel like people get short-sighted, like they see you once a week and they don't think like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't exist outside of that once a week, but it's like, dude, no, like, you're busy, you're always grinding, you're doing this, that, and the third, and then they just happen to come in at that allotted time, you know?
Yeah, and then which is pretty cool because, like how you said, like, you're walking them into your little world.
Yeah.
You know, and that a lot of time, over time, you build connections with people. You know, and I think that's one of the most beautiful things, especially, you know, being a barber, is you make tons of connections. And it's crazy because like 9 times out of 10, the connections are made from a client first and people you actually know.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, have you had any experiences with that, or?
So I started my clothing brand when I was like maybe 18, and I would go to Fresno to go sell stuff at Art Hop, and all those people that I've met through that, like, it's crazy because now that I'm cutting hair, it's like, dude, like, they're hitting me up, and it's like, at this point, I've known them for almost 10 years, and it's like, you know, it started out just being clients, how you said, but now it's like, it's more than that. It's like, dude, like, they're supporting like every step of the process.
Yeah, dude, that's honestly very beautiful, especially like a lot of my clients actually are supporting me on the podcast journey as well. Like Pac, like, you should do a podcast because, like, bro, there's 9 times out of 10 that I had some dope ass conversations with my clients, and I'm sure you could relate to that because you know, and they're like, bro, like, if just imagine just having a camera and just hitting record, like, just fucking do it, you know. So, and believe it or not, but this is like my 10th time trying this podcast, bro.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I've tried doing it in the past and never amounted to anything. I think now it's a little bit different now because I my intentions are a lot different now. So would you say like intention is a big thing when it comes to like entrepreneurship and being a barber and like getting started in that?
I think so, dude. Like, even last time, like, whenever you first, you know, we reached out to each other and you cut my hair and like I was recording some content, I was like I recorded like maybe an hour of, I mean, the whole process. I recorded everything from start to finish, and then when I went and edited it, I was like, dude, there's too much good shit here. Like, the shit you were saying, you're just giving free game life lessons. I was like, what? I was like, dude, I can't make a fucking 3-minute video. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. So and that's another reason why I was like, I gotta get Freddy on the pod because that conversation really actually made an everlasting imprint on me because I was like, damn, like if I would have caught that on camera, it would have probably changed a lot of people's lives. I mean, just think about it. At the end of the day, like the whole point isn't to change everyone's life; it's just to change a small fraction or a certain group of people. Because at the end of the day, we're not for everybody. This is put that out there, you know. So I guess I never asked you this. What really essentially got you into cutting hair? Like, is it the freedom? Is it you like, or is it just as a whole? Like,
I think I grew up in that time too when it's like $10 cuts. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So did I.
So I've always been like, I've always loved the aspect of like being in a barber shop. I love the camaraderie and all that stuff. And then I always wanted to do it. I never took the initiative to do it. I always did art. Life happened, and then I ended up getting into.
That's right. I do remember that. So let's dive deep into that. So, like, what happened? What made you want to say, you know what? I don't think because I'm sure you're making good money.
I was making really good money. Yeah, I was.
So, it's crazy because that's a crazy story to think about because you were in the dental field for how long? How long did you realize, like, oh, you know what? This is not what I want to do. I want to do barbering, and that's it.
It took me, dude, honestly, it took me like 3-4 years before I finally like took the initiative. Like, I'm not even kidding. It took a toll on like my mental health. I was like down bad. Like I had everything I wanted. You know what I mean? I had I bought a brand new car. I had hella money to spare. But I was like, dude, there's no fulfillment in this. It's like I'm going in, I'm clocking in, clocking out. Like the best thing about that job was connecting with the clients. With the patients and shit. And that was like the best part out of it. But I started realizing, I was like, dude, like a majority of these people, I've kind of won them over to where they're just coming in to see me, and I'm just a dental assistant. Like I'm just there to do everything the doctor doesn't want to do.
Right.
And I was like, dude, I can like profit off of this. It's like, dude, they're coming here to see me. They're coming on their time off just to come drop me off some food and just to talk to me. I was like, dude, like. I feel like I've always had something, like personality wise.
Right. Like you felt like you were made for more, like in a sense, right? In a sense, right? That's honestly powerful because a lot of people, believe it or not, man, they're not like what's it called? They have a dream, right? Or they 9 times out of 10, I always get always like I don't know if so and so's gonna approve this. I'm like, dude, who cares what people think, bro? Like at the end of the day, like if it makes you happy, why don't you do it? I mean, it goes back to how you were saying, like you weren't happy with the whole dental thing, and that's a crazy story to think because to a lot of people they'd be like, oh, I'm good, I'm set.
Yeah,
like I'm set, I'm good. I don't need to worry about it anymore. I have a set job. When it comes to entrepreneurship or barbering, it's more of a risk, right? I mean, would you say like it's more of a risk, but how you saying the fulfillment's there? So
I think that's exactly it too. Where it's like, I feel like it's a lot harder. You know what I mean? There's slow seasons, there's off seasons. Like, dude, there's no guaranteed paycheck at the end of the week. But it's like you can get as much or as little as you want from it. Like there's like you've come across people where it's like I'm cool with just getting my couple cuts in a week and then calling it a day, and then there's people where it's like I'm kind of one of those persons where I like to go above and beyond. It's like if I'm doing it, I'm going the full mile, So meeting you, it was like damn, I thought I was doing a lot. This dude's doing like 10 times what I'm doing.
And it's crazy because I still feel like I ain't doing shit. That's the crazy part.
That's the good thing though too. You know what I mean? It's like it's people like that too where it's like fuck, you know what I mean? It's like you see someone else doing something and you're like, shit, I got to do more. You know what I mean? I like that.
Yeah. So, and it's crazy, like how like a lot of people, like especially like barbers, will always tell me, like, bro, like, what's it like charging, $75 or $100 a haircut? And I'm like, well, it's not what you think. Yeah. Like a lot of people think, like, oh, cool, you're making a lot of money. Mm-hmm. Yes, it is that, but the highs are high and the lows are fucking low.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah.
Like
it's like farther jump down, you know what I
mean? Yeah. If I was at $40 a haircut, I'd have job security, but I'd be overworking myself, making the same, if not less. Mm-hmm. Like charging high ticket. Like there's weeks where I'll make a solid bag, bro. Yeah. But the next week it's like half of that, or if that, or maybe a few $100s here and there. But it's cool because the first week was enough for me to cover whatever I needed to cover, savings, bills. Now that I have a whole shop, so it's a big overhead,
Dude, hell yeah.
But I definitely think coming from the private suite to now, I wasn't. I feel like I outgrew the private suite. That's why I was like, you know what? I think it's time for me to open up a shop. Like,
dude, and you're that type of person too, where I see it. It's like I don't think you're ever gonna be happy, but that's good because it's like, you know what I mean. It's like you want to. I feel like even when you have enough, you're gonna be like, dude, I want something else now. You know what I mean? Which is good. It's like the amount of people you meet in this life that have drive like that is like one in a million.
it's
You know what I mean?
yeah, dude. And what drives me is my family, my girlfriend and my two little girls. Like, I owe them. They owe me nothing, but I owe them everything.
That's fucking real.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They at the end of the day, like, they didn't choose to become this way. I chose that to bring them
Yeah.
in. So I owe them everything, and no matter what, at the end of the day, and that's my main driving force. Is like this is gonna work. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna take no ifs, ands, or buts. Like like there's no plan B. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
I feel like I can attest to that too. Where it's like I feel like if it was just up to me, you know, like if you asked me, like okay, like you don't have to worry about anything, I probably wouldn't be doing anything, you know. But it's like because of my girlfriend and my family and shit, you know, it's like I'm like you know what, like I'm okay with what I have for myself, but I want more for them. So I'm doing everything in my power to get to that point. You know what I mean?
And that's what a lot of people I want people to understand too is when you're building something, you kind of realize along the way, I'm not building this for myself. I'm building this for other people.
Yeah.
Like this is not for me. This is for my daughters. This is for my girlfriend. This is for me to take them out and experience life. And to me, that's a flex.
Yeah.
Right.
No, literally.
Like I'm not very big when it comes to like physical things. But if it comes down to like, okay, for me, a physical thing that I love doing is buying gear.
Yeah.
Like, I love gear, bro. I mean, as you can see, you know, this is my flex. This is my Rolls Royce. But another thing that I really love doing is hearing how people take out their family.
Yeah.
How do they spend time with them? Oh, I took my family out to Greece, bro. Oh, I
Yeah.
took my family out to Europe. We ate at this restaurant. We ate at all these experiences are gonna last a lifetime at the end of the day. And I think that's another reason why I push so hard, because I want to give more than I had growing up.
Yeah.
You know. So I guess my next question is, like, growing up, like, were you from from Chachilla, right?
No. I'm originally from Long Beach. I grew up.
Oh shit! So you're from down south.
Yeah. I grew up in like the early 2000s, and it was rough. Like we were poor, so I know what it is to like not have shit, you know. And so like now it's like it's honestly kind of a blessing, because it's like now anything else that I have in my life is just a bonus. You know what I mean? And
Cool.
it's like how you were talking about last time, how you were like, oh, like, you know, like if tomorrow, you know, all this shit fails, you know, I'm fucking dead broke, I don't got shit. It's like I'll just start back up again.
Yeah, because you're not starting from zero.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you at least have that, you know, that mindset. You know, it's you. It's like this business isn't the business. It's you. You know what I mean? You're the driving force in this.
Yeah. And I'd rather take a risk than play it safe.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna just like, okay, I'm gonna blow $1,000 and then see what happens. Like, no, it's all calculated.
Yes.
Like, I'm sure you didn't just quit out of a whim. Like, oh, I'm gonna quit this and I'm gonna what's it called? I'm gonna do barbering. No, it wasn't like that, right?
No, and like I'll see it even now. I feel like I've been hearing this a lot lately, where people are like, "Oh, you're lucky. Like you're doing this. You're lucky. You're lucky." But it's like I'm like, dude, I probably sleep a couple hours a day, and the rest of the time, it's like I'm trying to network with you. I'm connecting on your fucking platform.
That's dope.
I'm talking to these people. I'm going to classes. I'm doing like I have like zero time for myself.
Which is really, really good, because you have no kids, correct? Okay, so that's my next point. Is if you have no kids, what the fuck are you doing?
Yes, bro.
What the fuck are you doing? When you have a family, that's a different story, because you have, you know, a time of day where you have to pause, where you have to like, okay, I'm gonna see my family, right? I'm gonna go hang out with them for a little bit. But like, you're a testament to that, bro.
Yeah.
You're literally like fucking grinding because you have the time to do it.
Yeah.
You know, I think I seen on your page you were at school from like what, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m.
No, it was
That's sick.
8 in the morning to 11, dude.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Just straight fucking back to back, and that's like I'm not getting paid for none of this shit. You know what I mean?
That's a fucking dog right there, bro.
Yes, dude.
That's a fucking dog. Because, dude, it's like you are, and this goes back to you being in the dentist field, right? Like, you are already working hard in that field for somebody else.
Yeah.
So you already know what it's like to work hard.
Yeah. I kind of like that I've worked like from the worst jobs ever to like I've started working in the fields and factories when I was younger, and then from there like fast food, which sucked, and then from there like I started upgrading. I was like, all right, now it's Target, now it's the dental office and shit. So like I'm kind of glad that I started that way because it's like I learned good work ethic. I'm a hard fucking worker. I seen what I'm capable of. I'm like, damn, like I'm building all this shit for these people. I'm like, dude, I should start building shit for myself.
Yeah, because the long term the long term ROI on that, the return on investment on that, is so much bigger than working at that 9 to 5, bro. Because at the end of the day, that job can replace you, bro.
100%, 100%, yeah.
You know, they can just. I'm sure your old job replaced you the next week.
That's the thing too, though, because I feel like I didn't like the dental field, but I feel like I learned a lot from it. Because it's like, dude, to this day, they text me and they're like, dude, can you come in? Can you come in? Like, we need you. Because
really,
dude, and it's like, and these are like fucking millionaires I'm talking about. Like, it was cool because like it helped me see my value too. Because I'd work with like these doctors that have been doing it for forever. They got fucking a bunch of dental practices, and it's sick. Like I interact with like millionaires on a day-to-day basis, and it'd always be cool because I feel like I'd hear the same shit that kind of motivate me. Like, dude, you got something that you can't learn. You got something that you can't teach somebody. And they would tell me that shit. Like, dude, whatever you're gonna do, you're gonna go far. And they obviously wanted me to continue in the dental field and shit. But like just hearing that, I was like, you know what, like fuck it, I'm gonna just take that risk and do my own thing.
And I'm pretty sure they seen it. Like, okay, this guy's about it. Like he's about it. He's not just some guy that just talks about it. He's gonna fucking do it. And it's cool too because you already have that connect with those. I'm not saying like oh they're gonna come and like drop what they're doing to come get a haircut, but that's a possibility, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
And to have that person on that kind of high caliber, you can talk to them and ask them questions. A millionaire's mindset is completely different from who we interact with on a daily basis, bro. Like
that's kind of how I treated it too, because it's like I'm obviously there to to put in crowns and help them with this, that, and the third. But I'm like, dude, like I'm gonna get mines out of this. Like I'm not happy, but I'm at least gonna try and find some fulfillment in this. And that's what it would be. It'd be like anytime I had a little bit, I'm like, oh, like how was it making your first million? I'd ask them all these fucking questions, what they do. They'd put me onto books, like this is what I do, this is what I would do at your age. And so I used all that information. I didn't take any of that shit for granted. I was like, dude, like no one else has this opportunity right now to talk to this random person that nobody knows, but low key owns like half the valley. You know what I mean? I'm
that's
like,
crazy, bro.
No one's ever gonna have a chance to talk to this dude like this.
That is fucking. That's my point. Is when you can have someone in your because I have people in that kind of caliber in my chair, and best believe I ask them fucking questions. Like I have this one client that makes $100K a month. Off a month. That's 6 figures a month, and I'm like, he goes, yeah, I was slow this month. I was like, what the
yes.
He goes, yeah, there's months where I'll make like 500K, but 100K is slow for me. And I'm like, oh, all right.
Yeah.
Fuck my 12K a month.
No, literally, yeah, literally.
you know, and but I mean, I'm so grateful. I'm not trying to sound like I'm like oh like it's not enough, because at the end of the day, like, is it really enough? Like, I guess my next question is it enough? Like,
that's the thing too, because I talked to like a lot of I talked to doctors on everyday basis. I was like friends with them at this point, and like I would ask them shit like that. Ask them financial questions, because it's like you can't just get this shit off on the street. Like your parents, your family members aren't gonna, they don't know what 100,000 a month looks like, whatever. So I would ask them that shit, and like they would be like, I don't know. Like I think one of them did research into it, and they said like that they asked like all these billionaires, all these doctors, all these people, and like, oh, when is enough enough? And for them it was like 800 million or some shit like that. And I was like, fuck, like that's a lot.
I mean, because you put it into perspective, can you spend 800 million in your lifetime?
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, you know what I mean? To me, like if I had that kind of money, best believe I'm gonna be supporting other businesses and investing into other people and investing into systems for people, to help out other people, because at the end of the day, bro, that's the rent we pay to take up the space in this earth, right?
Yeah, 100%.
We build connections, we try to inspire others. This is why we're here. We're having this conversation, right?
Yeah.
So how's it going with like your barbering career right now? Like, I know you're still in school, right? Are you almost done, or?
Yeah, I finish next month, and it's like, it's how we were talking about earlier, where like Like I'm do. It's a really calculated risk where it's like right now, I quit my fucking my high paying job to work at Starbucks so I can make time for this. But it's like even that's calculated because it's like this whole time I've just been grinding. I've been like networking, doing classes, talking to people, promoting myself. Like I'm glad that I found your platform too, because it's like I'm like okay shit. So this is how I should be working. This is how I should be. I after going through your videos and shit, I'm like okay. So I just randomly dumbly found the formula, and then now that you kind of
broke it down,
now that you broke it down, I'm like okay, now I can do it a little bit smarter, a little bit more efficiently.
So yeah, so the platform is the school.
Yeah.
Correct. So how has that been like with as far as as far as value goes? Because like me and my boy Lucky, we're actually currently building that out right now, and um, we're trying to offer as much as value as possible for the page subscription, and then we're also working on a one-on-one to upscale and to have more value in that as well. So you being in the program, how has it been like?
I feel like honestly, I feel like it has helped a lot. I feel like I said, like I was just it's kind of like I was doing a lot of movements, but a lot of that was wasted as well.
Right.
And then kind of going through your videos and going through you guys like critiquing everything. I'm like okay, now like I can do the same amount of put the same amount of energy and get a bigger return on it. I'm doing a lot less and I'm getting a lot more out of it. So I'm like, dude, that's fucking sick. It's like it's polishing off what I already kind of had going.
What you already know, yeah, which is the value, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And it's only going to get better. We're trying to figure out, how to make the system a lot better and just update the whole thing and stuff like that. But yeah, dude, that's what's currently going on right now with like business and stuff like that, and but yeah, it's dope that you're out there in Emergence, correct?
Yeah.
In Fresno. Shout out Eddie, by the way. Shout out Eddie.
Shout out Eddie.
It's been a while since I spoke to Eddie, but not sure if he knows. Okay.
Dude, yeah, he said that he would see you a lot and shit back then. He's like, I haven't seen that guy in a minute, but he knows about you, sees what you're up to. He thinks that's sick too. And those schools are on like another level, dude.
Yeah. I see the quality that they provide, and I'm like, fuck, like that's like the aesthetic they have is what I want to do for the shop.
Dude, yes, and it's like I had the opportunity. They invited me out to LA and shit to go.
I seen that. That's dope. How's that?
It was fucking crazy because it's like they showed me all these dudes that were like leading figureheads. Like they're like upper echelon in LA. And these dudes were fucking like, dude, you got the best teacher, bro. Learn everything you can from him. Like, he's the fucking. I was like,
yeah, dude. Eddie's no joke, bro. Like Eddie's no joke. I actually, I honestly would have loved to been on the Masons. What's it called, the Masons team, because I love that what they're pushing. I actually spoke to Jesse. I don't know if the owner of Jesse and what's it called? I should have asked him, and he's like, "Oh, we're not currently looking for anybody." But I'm like, "Hey, if you're ever looking for somebody, I'm up for it." But I really love the brand. I've used it over Statement. I've used it over any of the brands because I love what they're pushing. So it's sick. It's aesthetic that I really like. It's dope. It's dope. It gives me like that Chrome Heart. Like,
dude, yes,
like that Chrome Heart vibe,
I feel like I was kind of sleeping on it, and like recently, like Eddie started hooking me up and shit, and like I've been loving it. Like that shit's good, bro.
It's good, and I haven't used it in a while, so I know the quality has gotten better.
Bro, yeah.
Like I know it has gotten better. I think it's dope that you already have a streamlined like formula because you're working alongside people that already done it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my next thing is like always take advice from people that are doing the thing that you want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like that's the thing too, because it's like I've even learned that in the dental, and like it's like in anything you do, you can't have a fucking ego, because it's like
that's facts, bro.
Even the dumbest motherfucker in the world has something to teach you.
What the dumb motherfucker is teaching you what not to do.
Exactly. Yeah.
The dumb motherfuckers out there are teaching you what not to do.
Exactly. Yeah.
So so I definitely agree to that because I definitely think that it's one of those things where I constantly get like questions of like how do I do this, how do I do that, and I'm like, okay, I'll give you the blueprint here. Here's free trainings. Here's free trainings. but nobody applies the fucking thing. And I'm like, then why are you like? I hate to say this, but why are you wasting my time then?
No, like, fucking literally, dude. It's like it's like how I was saying, dudes. I mean, you can see it. All these other dudes can see it. Like Eddie and all them. Like they see all the time, effort, energy I'm putting into all this shit. And then I'll go to school and like these fools see that I'm networking with you. I'm connecting with Eddie. I'm doing this, that, whatever, going here, there. And they're like, damn, bro, like, how do you do it? Like, and they think it's like a little cheat code. Like oh, yeah, put me on game real quick.
Let me just flip the switch for you real fast. Yeah. You already have that in you. I hope you understand that. Yes. People need to understand is that you already have what you need. Like, you are already somebody. Like, stop waiting to be somebody. You are already that person that you're supposed to be. You just don't walk because of whatever reason.
And that's the thing, too, because it's like, dude, it's like, at first, it for sure was intimidating, like walking to virgins, right. Talking to you.
But that's good though, because it pushes you to uphold that standard. Because then it's like okay, if I can't uphold the standard, then these guys don't want me here. Probably not. You know what I mean? Yeah. There's a reason why they keep inviting you, bro. Because they want you around. They love the energy. This is why I want to join the pod, because of the high energy, and the drive and stuff like that. And I want people to understand your story, So. That's dope. I really find that really inspiring for myself, and at the end of the day, like that pushes me to uphold what I'm trying to do.
Dude, hell yeah! And that's a cool thing too, because I feel like I kind of threw a curveball at Eddie. Like we're talking about this shit the other day, because like I'm on my way to doing what they're doing and shit, and what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like we're all kind of on the same path and shit, but I kind of threw a little bit of a curveball because I started doing a lot more feminine hair and like. Really broadening the spectrum. Like, dude, is like honestly, like that's keeping me on my toes, and I'm learning from that too. Like, shit, how should I structure this, that, whatever? I'm like that's pretty sick. I kind of like that. That it's like meeting Eddie. It's like, dude, like at this point, you guys could just chill, not do shit, and you'll be fine. But you guys are like, nah, fuck that. Like, let's see what we can learn, what we can push.
And don't get me wrong, like. Like I said before, it goes back in full circle to having a family. I definitely think having a family keeps me grounded, because if I wouldn't have had that, I definitely feel like I would have lost a part of myself, or going too fast. I would probably fall on my face. Yeah. I definitely think things happen when they're supposed to happen. But as long as you get there, yeah. Right? Like you have to do the actions first and then fucking get there. Because if you don't do the actions, then how are you gonna get there? Yeah. These things are meant for you, but if you're not walking in that direction, then how will they ever get to you?
I feel like after talking to you that first time, I feel like we both lived kind of by the same that same quote of like luck is when preparation meets opportunity.
100%, bro. 100%, and I can testify to that and agree to it, because I get that same thing. Well, it's because, bro, you were you were in a mentorship, so I was like, well, you're in a mentorship too, and I know, and now that I run my own mentorship too as well, I can see that just because you're in the mentorship doesn't necessarily mean you're guaranteed the success. Actually, you know what? Scratch that. It doesn't mean you're guaranteed anything.
No.
You can pay the $5,000 to get in, but at the end of the day, it's like, well,
what are you gonna do with that?
What are you gonna do with that? Yeah. You know what I mean? Are you gonna do the work, or are you gonna like just sit around and hope for the best? Because that's not how that's not why I'm doing this.
No, literally. I mean, it's like architecture. It's like, bro, you're giving them the blueprint, but you got to build the fucking house. I'm not building the house for you.
Yeah. And my boy Lucky said it best. He's like, we're giving people the tools to build a Lamborghini. We're not showing them how to. We're not really showing them how to do it, but we're giving them the tools. Like, look, if you do this and this and this, your Lamborghini will run. Yep. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And then he also said he also said it pretty cool too, where he was like, it's like giving people a Lamborghini as well, and they can drive it and drive it and drive it and drive it, but when it comes to the upkeeping, it's like, oh fuck, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. So
like that teaching a man to fish. You know what I mean?
Yeah, or leading the horse to the water hole, but forcing him to drink is another story.
No, literally.
So that's a pretty cool analogy in itself. And it definitely keeps me grounded, especially as an entrepreneur and stuff like that.
And that's the shit too. It's like people don't realize. It's like, dude, like for us to have like in the Central Valley, we don't have shit. We don't have anything.
That's facts.
But like, if you really like get down, like if you go to like the underground level, you really do your digging. It's like, dude, like we have you here. Like, dude, you're making like fucking $70-$80 a fucking haircut. 40K followers. You're fucking doing it. You know, Eddie's fucking over here, like, you know, on the same level as the LA dudes, if not better. It's like, dude, we have all these fucking resources, and it's like, people are just sleeping on them, or they're not. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, like, you guys are like the nicest dudes ever. Like, you know?
Yeah, and it's funny because back to how you're saying the nicest dudes ever. Yeah, 100%, 100%. I'm willing to help anybody. I'm very friendly, but it's funny because a lot of people they see me and then they automatically orchestrate this like story that they hear from somebody else, like, and they paste it on me. Oh, he's gonna take your money, bro. It's just a haircut. Why is he charging that much? It's like, well, you don't know the full story. This is why I'm doing the pod again. Like, I want people to know my story. I want people to know your story, and it's just unpacking a bunch of facts. Like, people don't know the facts. People just go off of what people know or people say, and they run with it. It's so annoying. It's so fucking annoying, you know?
No, and that's fucking true too, because it's like, I'm a very genuine person, and like, I only give energy to those that I feel like, oh yeah, this dude's real. Like, I can read you from a mile away, and it's like that day, like the other day, I reposted your fucking haircut with me. It's because I was genuinely feeling. I was like, you know what, dude, like yes, you know, like that haircut, like his price point is like very high, but it's like, dude, look at the, like, I've never gotten anything close to that ever, and it's like, dude, like, it really did, like, it was worth the fucking, you know what I mean? It's worth it. Worth
exactly. And people they see the price tag and then they're like, nah, it's just a haircut. I'm not gonna do that. No, and I get that a lot, bro. Especially, excuse me, especially in my city. Like, I don't get the recognition that I feel like I deserve because of what people are saying about me, bro. It's funny because I go to Dutch Bros here in here in town, right? And I have my stickers, right? And this is how I know I got fucking haters. So there's this pole that has a bunch of stickers on it. A bunch of stickers, bro. Barbershop stickers, whatever stickers, you know, weed stickers, whatever. I slapped my sticker on there, right? I slapped it on there. I would go in every time I'd go there. I feel like, oh, it's me right there, you know. And then just recently, bro, I went and it wasn't there.
Yeah.
Somebody just said, and the reason why I say that is because the reason why I think I got people that don't fuck with what I do. It's because mine was the only one that was taking off, and it's like, bro, like, are you serious right now? Like,
I know. I saw one of your videos too. It had like a fucking fake account commented some dumb shit. I was like, dude, this dude's just like fucking
totally, yeah.
Yeah, and you're still being nice about it. You're like, dude, thanks for watching the video. Appreciate you. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, at the end of the day, it's engagement. You know what I mean. As much as I want to sit there and say, you know what, fuck you and your fucking, you know, as much as I want to do that, I don't think it's a good look, especially on the type of person that I'm trying to be and stuff like that. So, yeah, dude, and that goes full circle. How I was saying, like, I really don't get no love from my city, and I definitely feel like I'm a big shark in a small pond.
That's the shit too, because it's like, people don't see the value because you're in Los Baños, but it's like, throw you in New York, throw you in LA, throw you in San Francisco, then it's gonna be like, they're gonna be, oh shit, like, this dude's good.
Speaking of San Francisco, I used to work in San Francisco, bro, and the vibe out there is completely different. It felt so good walking around and like literally I on my breaks, because I used to work at a shop in San Francisco. Shout out Dapper Down, by the way. My boy Rel, I got love for him. Kept it real from the beginning. But on my breaks or when I was slow, I'd walk around, bro, and everyone showed me love. They didn't even fucking know me. Oh, what's up, bro? Hey, bro, I love your shoes, bro. Oh, it's a sick ass jacket, bro. Hey, where you working? Oh, yeah, it's fucking crazy. I had this one client that would come to me every single week for a high taper lineup, mustache lineup with the razor and everything. And this is how I know people operate from a different frequency over there, because what he was saying. He was like, yeah, bro, I just got a third job. I'm winning. I'm like, third job? He goes, yeah, bro, I'm a security guard at night. I'm a bartender, and I also deliver food. Like, he has 3 jobs. And he's like, yeah, bro, I'm winning. I'm making $1,000 a day. Like, I'm hustling, bro. And every single time you come, bro, 120, 150 bucks for a cut, bro. Solid, just like, bam, here, bro. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And it sucks because I had to let that go for personal reasons. I had to let it go. It was probably one of the hardest things to let go because of the opportunities that I had out there. But I definitely think that you really need to understand and know when it's time to let go. There was a reason why I was like, okay, I'm forcing this, and this is not working out for me. Because at the end of the day, it was cool. The environment was dope. I really loved everything about it. It's just, I was forcing it, bro. Like I wasn't keeping all the money that I was making over there.
Yeah. It's like the cost of living is fucking crazy.
It's crazy, bro. $40 a day on parking, $50 a day on gas, like $60 on food a day. Yeah. And there was days where I was slow, so I wouldn't make anything. Yeah. I was still working out over here in town, but I would. It was weird because I was making less over here, but I was keeping more.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people don't understand. It's like, yeah, you make $8K a month or whatever, but what's the point if your expenses are $7,000? Like the whole point of business is you want to make the most profit possible.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, whatever it is, 4K, 3K, 2K, you want to make, you want to keep all of that.
I feel like that's another thing people don't realize about you too. It's like, dude, like the amount of work and the amount of hardships and struggles you've had to go through to get here, like to make that 70, it's like, bro, like
it was so hard, bro.
Yes, and it's like, dude, like it's kind of like that crabs in a bucket mentality where people are just fucking bitter and they you know, like why is he making 70 and I'm not? It's like,
well, okay, so it's funny because I definitely think people, especially barbers that don't fuck with me like that, they'll look at my haircuts and they'll be like, well, his haircuts are the same as mine. And they'll be like, "Oh, so why is he getting more?" I definitely think when I first made my first price raise, which was $50, people didn't think it was gonna work. Oh, but once it worked, people lost their fucking shit, bro. Like, because at the end of the day, like my clientele isn't just from LB anymore. It's like I had someone just before this. I had someone come from San Jose, from Paradox, bro.
That's crazy.
You know Paradox, right?
Yeah.
Like from Paradox, bro. Fucking crazy. I love Paradox. You know? Yeah. You know? Shout out Paradox, by the way. You know?
My homie, Jose Jody, he'd always say this too, because it's like, I feel like when we first started barber school, even the other barbers there, like, they didn't pay us any attention. They're like, whatever, fuck these new guys, whatever. And he'd always be like, dude, just wait. He's like, people, like, once people see it's real, then they're gonna start coming around.
Yeah, no, dude, it's one. So they'll hate on it as soon as you do it. Oh, but once it starts working,
it's like, oh, I know Paco. Yeah, I know Paco. Like,
once it starts working, it's a 50-50 at this point. It's all fuck Paco.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I knew Paco when he was at $25 a haircut.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, so it goes full circle every single time. You know, and I'm getting ready to go up to literally a solid bill.
Yeah.
Solid $100 because I'm already getting that. But yeah, so like I was saying, like it's crazy to understand that once it works, that's when it's like, oh fuck, what the fuck, like oh fuck, pop.
Now it's real.
Now it's real, you know. But yeah, man, it's been a solid like 45 minutes. Yeah. You know, so it's a cool conversation so far. I mean, is there anything else you want to unpack and let people know like where to find you?
Yeah, I mean, you can find me on Instagram at Calavera Cuts.
I'll tag him.
Yeah, for sure. But for sure, I feel like people got to kind of get their head out of their ass a little bit too and give credit where it's due, because it's like, dude, like we got some fucking crazy resources in the valley, and it's just like people, it's like even them not showing you love is like, dude, you're only fucking bringing yourself down. Like if you come up, we're coming up with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's crazy. It's people operate from a scarcity mindset. Yeah. It's like, no, you gotta have an abundance. You have to understand there's plenty of everything to go around. You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, this is a dope conversation. This won't be the last I will have you on the pod. Hopefully I got everything I could out of this conversation. You guys already know where to find him. Calavera Cuts on Instagram. I'll tag him down below. Do you have TikTok as well? Or no?
I don't have TikTok.
You should hop on TikTok, though.
I should, dude. Yeah. I got addicted to TikTok, though, so I'd have hopped the fuck off. I was spending 15 hours on that shit a day.
You gotta knock that shit off. But I'll definitely tag you. I'll definitely tag you on the description below. And this was a dope conversation, bro, honestly. This won't be the last time I will have you on the pod. I promise you that. So, guys, thank you guys for watching episode 5. With my guest here, Freddy, Calavera Cuts, and I will catch you guys on the next one.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Oh yeah, don't forget. That was dope, dude.
Dude, I appreciate you. This is fucking sick.
Yeah, it's fucking sick, bro.
Dude, hell yeah.
I'm hoping that those last few parts, it didn't cut off completely because.
If not, let me know. I'm down to come back. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.